Hi, this is May, and this is my TOK Meditation of First Philosophy homework. Question 1. What knowledge does the author doubt and why? In Meditation 1, the author starts doubting all information obtained by his senses, leading him to doubt his physical being as well as the physical world around him. In line 1 of the first paragraph of Meditation 1, it is stated, I detected how many were the false beliefs that I had from my earliest youth admitted as true, and how doubtful was everything I had since constructed on this basis. The false beliefs indicated here is the manner in which he trusted all the information collected by his senses to be true. Therefore, the basis of his beliefs were constructed on the information collected by his senses. However, as senses are sometimes deceptive, he states in paragraph 4, line 3, that it is wiser not to trust entirely to anything by which we have once been deceived, meaning that because the basis of his beliefs up to this present time consisted him of accepting information from this flawed source, his beliefs or theories constructed on this false information is invalid as well. He provides an example of the times he had been deceived by his senses through his experiences in the state of dreaming. He explains that sometimes in his dreams he will be under the illusion that he is not indeed sleeping, but in fact sitting next to the fire and reading. In this state, he feels as if he is awake in reality. He expresses his astonishment for the fact that there is no certain indications by which we may clearly distinguish wakefulness from sleep, in line 9 of the 5th paragraph. In the 9th paragraph, he poses the question, how do I know that he has not brought it to pass that there is no earth, no heaven, no magnitude, no place, and that nevertheless they seem to me to exist just exactly as I now see them? If he does not even have the ability to break through the illusion of wakefulness in his sleep, and the only things capable of identifying external and physical materials are his flawed senses, how will he ever be certain that anything in the world exists? Question 2. How does he propose to resolve his doubt? To resolve his doubt for everything external and physical, he proposes to search for one thing that he can be certain that exists in the second meditation. He starts off by questioning his own existence, and if he really does exist, exactly what he is. He assumes that he is being deceived of his surroundings, the external world, even the existence of his bodily parts by a higher power. If everything physical is false, and his senses and his physical body cease to exist, does that mean that he himself ceased to exist as well? He deems this to be untrue, as the higher being or power must be deceiving something. It cannot deceive a nothing. Therefore, he concludes that he himself is something, a thing that certainly exists. Furthermore, he questions that what he is exactly, and seeks to find what he is composed of. He finds that he indefinitely exists when he is thinking. On the 14th line of the 6th paragraph of Meditation 2, he states, I am, however, a real thing and really exists. But what thing? I have answered, a thing which thinks. Furthermore, he affirms his existence by utilizing the nature of perception. He claims that his ability to identify and perceive physical things or anything, in fact, proves his existence, which is his mind. He may be perceiving something in reality or perceiving in his imagination, but perceiving is feeling that object or whatever is being perceived is true. This belief is none other than feeling, which is none other than thinking. This, therefore, affirms the existence of his mind, the only certain thing that is himself. Question 3. What are the things in your life that you have radical doubts about, and why? One of the major things in life that I have radical doubts about is my own perception of the world. This doubt has occurred to me for the first time when I read The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat, a book containing a series of clinical tales written by a famous neurologist, Oliver Sacks. In this book, Sacks has recorded his experiences with encountering numerous patients with neurological disorders. The case that has struck me the most was the case about a man with incurable Korsakoff syndrome, or an extreme degree of amnesia. This man was aged 49 when Sacks had first met him in his office in a psychiatric hospital. However, he had claimed that he was still 19. His memory was wiped out right after he had got out of the Navy, and his brain was incapable of creating new memories, as his new memories would only hold for a few seconds. Sacks has described him as so personable, so likable, so quick and intelligent. It was difficult to believe that he might be beyond help. But none of us had ever encountered, ever imagined, such a power of amnesia, the possibility of a pit into which everything, every experience, every event would fathomlessly drop, a bottomless memory hole that would engulf the whole world. Because he was only able to hold new memories for a few seconds, he himself was not able to understand the condition he was in, furthermore understand what was going on around him. He was stuck in the past, never able to move forward. After reading this tale, I had started doubting my own perceptions. What if, right at this moment, I was suffering from the exact same syndrome as this man? How could I prove to myself that I am not, as this may be the last memory I have, and am oblivious to the fact that this moment is replaying in my head over and over again? What if I did find a way to find out that I had the case of amnesia? What then? Would I forget that the fact that I have found that I suffer from amnesia? The unanswerable questions occasionally scare me, however, I can do nothing of them. Like the author of Meditation of First Philosophy, I must learn to consider these questions and keep on living.